Hey guys, welcome to another lunchtime review. Today I'm going to try this Publix, that's what the P is, meatballs and marinara sauce. This is fully cooked, heats in minutes, excellent source of protein. It was $7.99 at Publix, and we went to Publix and got some stuff. It's 15 ounces or 425 grams for the meal, and this is refrigerated, it's not frozen. So I think you could probably freeze it if you want to like it last longer, but you buy it in the refrigerated section. So just to let you know. There are 3 servings in the container. 5 ounces or 140 grams is 270 calories, which isn't too awfully bad. There's your other info for you. We'll have close-up pictures, of course, at the end, but there they are if you want. So you can do boiling bag if you want to put it in water and boil it. You could do it that way. Of course, we're not going to do it that way, but you can. That sounds like a neat way to do it if you're making it for dinner or something. We're going to do it from in the microwave, and see it says frozen, thaw before heating. So if you do stick it in your freezer, make sure you set it out so it can thaw out before you actually heat it up. So we're going to remove the cardboard sleeve. Done. We're going to cut 3 slits in the top, very specific. 3 slits in the top of the pouch. Microwave on medium or 50% power for 6 to 7 minutes until it's 165 degrees. Again, get your thermometers out. Let stand for 2 minutes, remove meatballs from packages, and serve. Heated product is very hot. So 6 to 7, I'll probably just do 6.5 minutes. Yeah, and we'll go from there. So here is the pack. Turn you down. A lot of meatballs in here, actually. Well, maybe not tons, but there are quite a few. They're good size too. I mean, that's the size of a golf ball. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8 meatballs in this package. Yeah. Not very many meatballs for $8 if you ask me. That's $1 a meatball. Wow, that seems a little expensive to me. So I'm going to cut some slits in here. I just get my scissors out and just cut little spots. It's just a vented anyway, so it's not like it's going to do a lot anyway. All right. So I'm going to get this in the microwave. Make sure it's in their tray really good because it'll leak if you don't. I'll get it in the microwave. I'll be right when it comes out. Okay, so here it is out of the microwave. I did let it sit for the 2 minutes that it said you should let it sit for. So I'm going to just cut this. There's no easy way. You just got to cut it. Okay, plenty of sauce. The meatballs are a good size. I do have to say that. Yeah, there they are. So there's your 8 meatballs, and you do get the sauce. I got some. We have some Parmesan cheese. I like Parmesan cheese on like tomato-based stuff. So I'm gonna try them just like they are. Oh, let me cut one to see what they look like inside. I'm gonna try them as they are, but I might put a little bit of Parmesan cheese. It's like a grated Parmesan cheese. I'll show you the container when I get over there, but this is what they look like inside. Not too bad. So I'm going to get this over the table. I'll probably cut a couple more of these in half just so I can let them cool off, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is ones without cheese. This one I just cut in half on video over there. That's the cheese I'm going to use. I like the texture of them. They kind of remind me of like a meatloaf kind of texture, or a meatball. It's very similar. This one just doesn't have the hunks of, at least well, I do see some green pepper in there. I don't know what all this has in there. Oh yeah, there's a lot in there. Yeah, it's a lot. Cheese. No cheese. I'm sorry, what did I say, cheese? Onion, pepper, garlic powder. Onion, pepper, garlic powder, oregano, parsley, and then spices is what it says. Egg white, caramel coloring. I don't see, it probably does say green. I see either it's spices or green peppers, I can't tell, but you can tell there's some seasonings in there. You do taste a little bit of the onion flavor. I like the actual flavor of the marinara sauce as well. Let me try some of the marinara by itself. It's thick enough to hold into a fork. That's nice. first of all, I like the texture, that it's thick enough to not fall through the fork. Yeah, there's little pieces of onion in the marinara. So texture-wise, let me try some with the cheese. I'm just gonna sprinkle some on the top of a couple of the other ones I've cut in half. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There we go. I have some other Parmesan cheese, but we hadn't opened it yet, so this is already open. I like the texture. The texture of the meatballs themselves are, you can tell they're meaty, with some filler in there, so they probably put breadcrumbs or something to fill it out. I don't know, it's too small, I can't read. So they definitely added a filler to fill them out, which you always do in meatballs. We always used like breadcrumbs for ours. We always use bread for ours, so you know it makes sense that you would use some kind of filler in them. So that's I don't blame them for that. But so the texture is a typical meatball texture. It's not quite like homemade because it is a more fine texture. It doesn't have that big chunky ground beef texture in there. It's more of a ground texture, like they're ground a little bit finer than what you would buy at the store and bring home and make. I don't mind that necessarily because it's not super fine, but it is finer than I would make at home. Here's one with the Parmesan cheese on it. I like it with the Parmesan cheese. It adds just adds a little bit more of a flavor to it. Honestly, the Parmesan cheese is almost lost because the marinara sauce in the meatball itself is pretty strong flavor. But you could put cheese on top of this and you'd be perfectly fine. Then stick it, maybe once you pour it into a tray, sprinkle some cheese on top of it and put it in the microwave for another 10 or 30 seconds or something like that to melt it. I think that'd be good. Anyway, just as it is, textures of the meatballs are good. I like them. A little finer ground than I would make at home, but still fine. The flavor of them, you really get the seasonings and the spices in there. It's not hot, so don't worry about it being like spicy, really super spicy in the back of your throat or anything. Although, I do have to say there's a little bit of something there. I don't know if it's just a black pepper or something's in there to give it a little bit of, not really even a burn or a tingle, but you can tell there's some spices in it it hits the back of your throat a little bit. It's just in their seasoning they're using. It's not hot by any means. I like it. I like it quite a bit. The tomato sauce, the marinara sauce is very, like I said, rich. It's very rich in flavor. It's got a really good tomato flavor without being sweet. So they put plenty of spice and seasoning in there to not be sweet. Overall, I think it's a really good meal. If you had some spaghetti, or probably won't want to do egg noodles, but you could do spaghetti. You could put this over top of spaghetti, it would be fine. Although you're not gonna have enough sauce to cover the spaghetti, so you'll want to supplement it with your own sauce. But just know that you could definitely put this over spaghetti or something like that. You can even make meatball subs. Ooh, that would be good. Can you imagine taking these and cutting them in half and putting them on a hoagie bun and putting some of the sauce on there with some cheese? That'd be awesome. So that'd probably be the best use for these, is to make a sandwich out of them. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna give them a 4 out of 5. I wish the meatballs themselves were a little meatier flavored, but I don't mind them, but it's not gonna push it up to like a 4.5 or 5. I do like the spices in there and the seasonings, but I don't know, nothing really stands out as being like really stellar. I'd buy all the time. You can 100% eat these for lunch. I think it'd be really good. Yeah, I think they're good. 4 out of 5 for me. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.